The college football experience, San Jose State Spartans 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with the promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
This is Coach June Jones, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Football experience, San Jose State Spartans 2025 season preview episode. I am excited to talk Spartan football once again. And look, I think they're one of the more interesting teams in college football this year. I know you think I probably say that for everybody. I don't. Yeah, youtube.com/the college experience. We're breaking down all 136 teams, and I highly recommend watching this one as opposed to listening. But if you're listening, that's still okay. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I'm very healthy. We had Ken Niumatalolo on the show last year. Looking forward to talking to him again in a couple weeks here. Hell of a good coach. And I'm excited about the state of the program, to tell you the truth, man. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience with me. So when the season goes live, make sure you tune in each and every night. We will be there just like in football. Shout out to Tim Miles as well, doing a great job there in San Jose. Give it up for former Stafford Austin P with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetland Mac. How are you, brother?
What is up, man? Yes, let's talk some Sparty. This program's got things going the right direction. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Yeah, they do, man. And I think it's very worthy of us talking about that right from the start. I was surprised. I understand over the years it's kind of been, there was a time where San Jose State really struggled, and some said it was like one of the harder jobs at one point. And then Mike McIntyre kind of kickstarted that thing, and then from there went to someone, and then went to Brent Brennan. But Brennan got it, kickstarted it again, and I was surprised that the Pac-12 did not want San Jose State. And I'll tell you, I think it might work out to San Jose State's benefit, because I am a firm believer that Ken Niumatalolo is one of the best football coaches in America. And I think this is to their benefit. When I look at the remaining Mountain West teams, I know everyone's going to scream UNLV. Okay, I get it. They're in Vegas. But historically, San Jose State has been much, much, much better than UNLV. Mm-hmm. So you're like, well, Wyoming, yeah, great home environment. Air Force is always a good football team. Who knows what happens with UTEP? Northern Illinois keeps a decent program. New Mexico's, I think, going in the right direction. But you look, and Nevada, I think, going in the right direction too. But I still think San Jose State might have an easier runway to the playoffs. And that can potentially really build something. And I believe in Ken Niumatalolo. I really do, Mac. So I think from the start, they're one of the program. I'm a Brent Brennan guy, but I thought it was a coaching upgrade when Niumatalolo came in. I think Niumatalolo is a very, very good football coach. He was with Paul Johnson so many years. Played quarterback at Hawaii way back in the 80s under Paul Johnson and company. So I think he's going to find, his OC, Craig Stutzmann, I think is a cutting edge offense coordinator. I'm buying a lot of stock in San Jose State in the future, man.
I am too, and like you said, they got the right guy, Niumatalolo. I mean, he won over 100 games at Navy, and multiple double-digit win seasons, and Boise is obviously going to be the top dog in the league. So,
for one more year,
yeah,
not in the future. Yeah,
true. And so like them leaving now opens up a gateway where San Jose maybe they could jump in and control this league like Boise did for all these decades.
Yeah, I mean, I look. San Jose's won a Mountain West championship in the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's a good opportunity. California's got so much in-state talent. Let Niumatalolo build that thing with his Hawaii connections too.
Yep,
I think he's in a really good spot. So let's jump into it. Slideshow going. All right. Well, Ken Niumatalolo, let's talk about him. 116 and 89, and he was he was not a head coach for 1 year in 2023 when he was on Chip Kelly's staff at UCLA. But in 21, 4-8 at Navy, 22, 4-8 at Navy. But man, some of those, go look at the like they fumbled the ball in the Army Navy game at the 1 yard line. Like there's some of the, they were a better record than, they're a better team than then. Last year, 7-6, way over the win total over. I think me just showing 3 years is not, they would have made the playoffs if you had the current system. Navy would have been in the playoffs multiple times under Ken Niumatalolo.
Yep.
That's why I think you should, if you're a Sparty fan, get excited because, you got the right guy. You got the right guy in my mind. The offense. And this is what first off, our fake coyote, shout out to our fake coyote. I was talking to Ken last year and pigeons kept shitting on the practice field. Like for some reason, they love to just sit in one area and just shit all over the field.
Yeah.
So he went out and bought some fake coyotes, which you can get online. It turns out he was telling me this on air. So I'm going to check with him in 2 weeks, see if the fake coyotes are still there. I think he's got one in each direction. But shout out to bird problems. All right. I still believe in having an outdoor practice facility despite bird shit. But dude, Craig Stutzmann has the spread and shred offense. He's a Nick Rolovich guy. He was the OC there at Hawaii under Rolo. And by the way, I think he just signed Rolovich's son to his next class. I think this guy is a future head coach. Part of the reason why I'm bullish on San Jose State this year, but they were 63rd in year one. They had a major shift philosophically. They're basically running like air raid, or not air raid, run and shoot stuff, but a little more aggressive running out of the run and shoot. 43rd in scoring offense, 5th in pass offense, 130th in rush offense, 43rd in total offense. Mac, I am a huge fan of him. My only concern is how many years can they get him? Because to me, if you're telling me we need Timmy Chang to win this year. Timmy Chang's a friend of the program. And Timmy Chang, by the way, played high school basketball for Ken Niumatalolo's dad in Hawaii. But I do think this guy is a really cutting edge OC. And I think, we saw the effects last year, top 50 offense year one, and shifting kind of the offense in a major way and still having a top 50 offense. And I only think it's going to get better. Remember, they didn't find their quarterback until like mid-season.
Yep.
They had Emmett Brown at first, and that wasn't working out. So those are the numbers. The offense returns Walker Eget. This is the guy they found. And to me, like those numbers, you say, 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Go watch the tape. I think he's going to be, you've college fantasy football players. This would be one of my early sleepers, I would say. I think he could potentially have a monster year. They also have Floyd Chalk back at the running back spot. This is a guy that's rushed for over 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns in his college career. And Mac, the offense, Eget back, Floyd Chalk back. I know they got another freshman running back they're excited about, but 4 of 5 back on the O-line. I'm telling you, man, this offense is going to be better than 43rd in the nation this year, buddy. Do you think the same there?
Yeah, I think so for sure. They found their quarterback middle of the year. Stutzmann, worth noting too, he was at Texas State year one of G.J. Kinney as well. So
their best season. Yeah.
And so that he makes a jump last year. offensively. They were electric at times. They found their quarterback, and you got to like that they got 4 out of 5 back on the O-line. That's always a positive,
including a couple all-conference guys. So let's go. The offense I think will certainly be better. The defense, right? Oh no, the portal. Let me talk about the portal first. They added quarterback Robert McDaniel from UCLA, where Niumatalolo was 2 years ago. So that's a get that I like there. Leland Smith, a wide receiver from Purdue, he's penciled in to start. Malachi Riley, also from Arizona. Mason Starling from Cal. Danny Scudero from Sacramento State, and then tight end. Those are all wideouts. Tight end Ryan Boltwood from Boston College. So, hey man, you're telling me 5 of the 6 guys are from Power Fives, and then your 6 guys, an FCS guy from Sac State that keeps a good program. Cam Scadaboo, we just saw Cam Scadaboo there, go to Arizona State and dominate. I like the offense, man. I'm telling you, buy some stock in that offense, fantasy players. The defense. One of the best things I thought Ken Niumatalolo did was retain Derek Odom. Derek Odom's in his 9th season at San Jose State. And one of the things under Brent Brennan, I thought some of those defenses they had were nasty, right? To be able to retain that, I thought was so smart coming into coaching. I was surprised he didn't go to Arizona too. So I don't know why, whatever his reasons were, or maybe the job wasn't offered. But they were 37th in scoring defense last year, 31st in pass defense, 106th in rush defense. Got to get better there. 60th in total defense. Dude, that's respectable numbers for year 1. I know Odom's in year 9, but I'm just saying for Niumatalolo to walk in and have a top 60 offense, top 60 defense, I think it shows how well of a coach he is. Now the defense returns defensive tackle Gafan Afaga, also a linebacker. I guess I accidentally deleted the first name on here, but 3 linebackers back, a rove linebacker as well there, a rover position, Noah McNeil Franklin, and free safety Isaiah Rivas. Punter Trent Caruso is back as well. Mac, they hit the portal, of course. Brought in defensive tackle Vili Tuafalafulu.
They love these Hawaiian guys.
Of course, from Utah. That's good. Linebacker Blake Tabaraki from New Mexico. Linebacker Caden Woolwine from Northern Arizona. Cornerback Malachi Crawford from USC. Cornerback Caleb Presley from Washington. Kicker Dennis Lynch from USC. Long snapper AJ Campos from Sac State also coming in. Don't forget the long snapper there. Let's go. Will the defense be better, Mac? Because I can tell you this. I've studied them for not only 24 hours like I do for every show, but I've studied them for a while this off season. The schedule is nice. I think they will be better than 60th.
I agree. They don't draw some of the top dogs. So yeah, I think they will take a step forward. A lot coming back in the front 7, and then those 2 corners from USC and Washington. I think they both step in and fill those voids. So yeah, I'm optimistic of Odom's defense here in year 2/9.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a good thing we got going here. We will get to state of the program and talk about the stadium and everything. But before I do that, I want to let you know that the college football experience, San Jose State Spartan style, is brought to you by us. We are the college football experience. We're part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. You can listen to all of the network's episodes, everything SGPN does, on the network feed. Just type in SGPN. It's free. And you will get everything. The NASCAR Gambling Podcast, the MLB Gambling Podcast, everything you can think of that we do, you will get all over there. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. Obviously, Circa's incredible, biggest sports book in the world. You think you know ball? Well, then you have to enter Circa's football contest with $21 million in guaranteed prizes. There is no rake, so if the entries go above the guarantee, all the extra money will be added to the prize pool. Circa Millions, you pick 5 teams against the spread each week, or you go for the ultimate sweat in Circa Survivor. There's even the Circa Grandissimo for a $100,000 Survivor contest. You must register in person at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada, but once again, what a great excuse to book a trip to Vegas. Biggest sports book in the world. Stadium Swim. Are you kidding me? Sign up in Nevada. Play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Yes, go to footballcontest.com. Use the promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including the MLB, CFL. Hell, we just watched a hell of a CFL ending here. WNBA, golf, and of course, college football and NFL futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So what are you doing, folks? Head on over to mybookie.ag. But when you do it with the promo code of ours, TCE SGPN, for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply, of course. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCE SGPN. All right, we are back. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Jacob, just wait till I start the BYU one, man. The BYU one is always comedy. I make sure I get nice and liquored up before that one. I'm more confident when I'm drunk. Anyway, part of state of the program, man, is everything: the roster, the coach, everything we've talked about thus far, the coordinators, but also it's the stadium, the fan buy-in, all that good stuff that makes college football amazing. Max, Spartan Stadium is 93 years young. So I want to give this a 9 of 10, but they pissed me off, man. So I'm giving it an 8 of 10. It's a legendary stadium. This is where Dick Vermeil played. This is where Bill Walsh played. This is where, a lot of great Steve DeBerg, Gil Bird, like Jeff Garcia, Mervin Fernandez. You can go on and on and on about how many good players have played here, but man, this is what it was back. This is it early in the days, and they didn't touch it. Look at that fire, right? That's a great college football stadium right there, right? You look at that. That is fire, right? Absolute fire everywhere, right? I mean, it makes me want to go there, right? I want to go move to San Jose after I see the stadium. But some idiot over at San Jose State, which is a beautiful campus, by the way. Look at this campus.
Yeah.
Had the idea to take this gem. Look how beautiful that is. Very historic stadium, 93 years old. And they put this area over here. They demolished one side and put like an area for drinking, like a brewery. Like, I don't know if it was a brewery, some type of shit over there where you can sit there and drink.
Stupid.
I still love the stadium because it's classic. One side has not been touched. But the other side, they try to go. If you get some shots, like it's a weird scenario. You can sit with like an umbrella and shit. It's like you're in a cafe watching the fucking football game. But man, how can you take such a classic? Someone should be fired for that, by the way, because this stadium is awesome. It just, I had to give it. I wanted to give it a 9, but what the fuck, man? What do you give this thing 1 to 10?
I see something online. It says San Jose State $70 million mistake, and I'll give it a 7.
Dude,
I can't get over that stupid area.
Well, and how awesome it was. It's like, I mean, first off, it was awesome that you had all those trees back there. That's a cool look.
No, whose idea was this?
Yeah, and then to take it to that looks like a goddamn Amazon fucking warehouse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna put an Amazon warehouse on this side of the field. But the stadium's history, dude. Honestly, you like Al Saunders, Dom Capers. So many coaching legends have come through, and just you can't tell the story of football without a lot of the names that have come through here. Bill Walsh invented the fucking an offense that everyone revolutionized the game with his offense. So what a bummer. What a fuck. I had to give it an 8. Like I came like dude, if they would have kept what it is, it might have been a 10 for me. Just because I love the fucking history. What idiots. Anyway,
it's not a dome.
That's true. No, it's still outdoors, and you still got some trees. Look at those trees back there. It's still cool. It's still cool. It's like it's 90% cool, dude. 90% cool. Now that affected state of the program a little bit, but I am very bullish. I told you I believe Ken Niumatalolo, and this is pre me interviewing him and meeting him, but I've always thought he's a really, really good football coach. And like I told you, I think they benefit from Boise and Fresno all leaving, go to the Pac-12. Sure, that conference might make more money, but San Jose State is, to me, like one of the teams I think of first under Ken Niumatalolo when I think of the new Mountain West starting next year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it an 8 of 10. What are you giving that?
I think 8's fair. That thing may be a 9 or 10 come this time next year if they're going to have the year that we think they're going to have.
Yeah. Yeah. They are my Texas State of this year, by the way, folks. Just letting you know. Let's jump into the schedule. Week 1. Fire up chips. Central Michigan. Our preview's already out for Central Michigan. They got a new head football coach. What better time to get a new head football coach than week fucking 1? Yeah, I'm loading up on San Jose State. What's that line? Didn't we already see it's double digits? I think, right?
Yeah, I think it's 10.5.
Yeah, I'll lay it. San Jose State minus the points.
Yep.
Series goes back to 1979. 1-0.
1-0 for me too. No reason to Benedict.
Then they head to Austin, Texas. Mac, in a perfect world, Texas beats Ohio State, and then San Jose State comes into Darrell K. Royal Stadium and beats them. I will be the biggest fan in the world for San Diego for San Jose State.
Yeah, don't say San Diego.
Yeah, sorry about that. But this is 1-1. This is where they lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we just did Texas. Go check out that episode. We both took Texas. No reason to change.
Yeah. Then, though, normally I hate an early bye week, but after the body blow that is Texas, sign me up for a good bye week. Sign me up for a good bye week. Then they come out of the bye week and the Idaho Vandals, who you remember Jason X, their coach, but he had left. He's now in Albuquerque. So they're another first year coach in September. Watch out for Idaho. That's what some people will say because they won at Wyoming last year. But no, they're breaking in a brand new head coach. Series goes back to 1946. I'm all over Sparty here. Lay the big number.
2-1.
2-1.
Sparty.
Then Bill Walsh legacy game. They beat Stanford last season. But last season, Stanford had Troy Taylor and their whole team that transferred to Texas, Oklahoma, and every other school in the nation. BYU. I feel like those three got majority of them. I think San Jose State is a much better football team than Stanford right now. So I will take San Jose State to go in there, and I think they win by double digits, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a random game. Stanford at San Jose, the last game of the year last year. Yeah, give me San Jose. I think that they sweep them. I think they're tougher than Stanford.
Yeah, and that
First year head coach.
Yeah, dude, this is a great schedule. So that puts them at 3-1, right?
Yeah,
right?
and
4-1.
And worth noting, last year as we head into the Mountain West schedule, they were one of only 2 teams that drew the top 4, every single one of them. Now they get a nice little gift back because the schedule's nice.
Schedule's incredible. That's why they're my Texas State of this year.
Yeah.
So what? How many games deep are we? We're like
3-1. We're both
3-1. Okay. Then Jason Eck and New Mexico come to town. Guess what Jason Eck is? He's a first-year head coach, Mac.
I know.
Right?
So 3 out of 5 first-year head coaches.
Yeah, give me San Jose State to win this one.
4-1.
I do think Eck's a good coach, and that program is on the rise. But 4-1. Then they hit the road to Laramie. Now the good news is that this is still October 11th. I like the way this breaks because if this was in 2 weeks after this, now October 11th still could be a little cold.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think San Jose State's a better football team than Wyoming. Could they lose this game? 100%. Laramie is a very tough state, at home field advantage, highest elevation in the FBS. But I think San Jose State's a better team, so I will take San Jose State.
I'll take San Jose State too. This is a back-to-back road spot, so I'll have them win this one.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Blow, who's at the San Jose State game when they almost beat Boise last. They should have beat Boise. That shit, that was disgusting. They lost that game. Yeah. Wait, so you said you got them as a win here?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Back-to-back away, but another first-year head coach, Mac.
I know.
In Bronco Mendenhall.
Is Mendenhall going to have him ready by now?
He might. This is a scary one to me.
Yeah.
This is the one where let's just say let's just give him another loss.
Between the two, Wyoming and the Laramie and Logan back-to-back road spots, they've dropped one. I'm with you.
But I don't think that's definitive. Like, I'm just gonna do that. But like, I like how it's shouldn't be freezing yet.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're gonna throw this many passes, a really cold environment can hamper that. I like, it wouldn't surprise me right now if they only had one loss. That's all I'll say. Like, I'm gonna take them to lose one of those because those are tough road environments.
Yeah.
But it would not shock me if San Jose State won that game. It wouldn't shock me if they're favored in that game. So 2 losses though.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm with you. 2 losses. This is a Friday night game, by the way. So was the New Mexico. They have 2 Friday night games. I like that.
There we go. They come out of Logan and they get a bye. Second bye week there. Shout out to the old logo. Then they are hosting Chimichang in Hawaii. Series goes back to 1936. Look, I do expect this to be a little bit of a game because once again, this is where you queue up the they've known each other forever. So maybe we got...
Because I understand how the bastard thinks. I taught him. Now I own one.
But I'm going to give it to San Jose State. But I do think like this is a close game.
Yeah, I'm going San Jose. If the game was out on the island, I might go Hawaii. But yeah, give me San Jose here.
Then Troy Calhoun and Air Force come to town. And why do I feel like this is the one that's going to cost me my whole fucking bet?
This is the old Navy Air Force game.
Yeah. And it's funny seeing my Mountain West media days. Like they're still good buddies. So yeah. you see, I mean, look, if there's one guy who knows how to stop the option, it's a guy that's ran it his whole goddamn life. But I'm going to take San Jose State, man. I am nervous for this game though. What are you doing here?
Did they play Air Force last year?
I don't think so.
No, they didn't get Air Force. Yeah. I went through the history of those two, just from his time in Navy and then Calhoun at Air Force. It's pretty split down the middle. I'll go San Jose. They're at home. Yeah. I'll take the home team.
Now I'm high on Air Force too, FYI. Yeah. But yeah,
it's a huge game for potential Mountain West standings.
It really is. It really is. Then they head to Reno. Now this game's a little scary. 1899. The series goes back to Jays. This is where I do think the weather could play an issue. This is November 15th.
Yeah. In
Reno. But I still have to, like, on paper, I have to take San Jose State. Do I think this game is a little more scarier than the records from last year? I do. But I'm taking San Jose State. What are you doing here?
I think Niumatalolo will find a way to get a big road win here. I'll go San Jose as well.
Then they head to the Snapper. Take on San Diego State, rivalry game here. And I think San Jose State's better. And I also think there'll be a pretty empty crowd. So I will take San Jose State to get it done here.
Yep, another dub for me as well. This schedule's fucking nice. They don't have to worry about weather there either.
Then the season finale, and then we got Fresno fans in the chat. Shout out to them. The Battle for the Valley series goes back 104 years. I'm on San Jose. Matt Entz is in year, another first-year coach, by the way. Yeah. Matt Entz is in year 1. It's at San Jose. I am all over San Jose State in this particular matchup. Mac, I love this schedule, and I really am bullish on this team this year. They are my Texas State. Who do you have winning this game?
San Jose. I have them finishing 10-2 as well. They miss Boise, UNLV,
Colorado
State.
The top 3 teams from last year, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? Besides San Jose.
And odds-wise, Fresno and Air Force are next. They get in Hawaii. They get all 3 of those at home.
Well, and I love when they play at Wyoming and at Utah State is a benefit to them. And then what was the final number? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. What are we at? 6 first-year coaches out of 12.
This might be the best schedule I've seen so far in the country.
Yeah, that is why I am smashing the over. And how about this? I have already bet plus. I got 800 to win the Mountain West. I'm also sprinkling this is my Texas State play of last year. Texas State, I ate shit on, but I do believe there is a path to the college football playoffs here. Because guess what? In the Mountain West, you can be hosting the best record in the conference, host the championship game. So if Boise has to go to San Jose as opposed to having to go to cold Boise, I think there's a way where they win that thing, and boom, they're into the college football playoff as the highest ranked group of 5. And I think, as Joe Blow in the chat was saying, last year Niumatalolo should have got Boise. If you watch that game, that fucking wheels fell off. I think they're licking their chops at their chance to get them in year 2 here. Look at this schedule from a bird's eye view,
dude. It's freaking unbelievable.
That would, dude, 11-1 is not out of the realm of possibility. I almost think, what games are they going to be dogs in besides Texas, Mac? Like actual Vegas dogs. I don't think they're going to be. Maybe Stanford, but not after Stanford loses to Hawaii week 1.
Yeah, I kind of think they'll be favored against Stanford.
I think they're going to be favored in every fucking game. I mean, maybe Laramie if Wyoming's decent.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Looking at Wyoming's odds right now, I can't see that they'll be favored.
It's
they have the bottom 4. They have the bottom 4 teams on the road, so they're going to be favored in all those games. Maybe Stanford is only one, but I kind of think that they're going to be like a field goal to a touchdown favorite against Stanford.
I mean, maybe Stanford's like a 2.5 point favorite, but I'm just saying, like everyone else.
Yeah,
I think they'll be favored in every game besides Texas and Stanford. And even with that, they beat Stanford last year. And that was before Stanford had basically, once they fired Troy Taylor in April and their whole roster left. It's a fucking great. This is the best schedule we've seen yet, man. And this is the Now, let me ask you this. What's the ceiling to me is 11-1, right?
Yeah.
We called them to go 10-2. What is the floor?
7.
The floor that they lose to Texas, they lose to Stanford. What, like Air Force catches them, Utah State catches them, 7-5, right?
Yeah.
This is a smash. Lock this over, man.
I can't believe that it's 7.
Lock this over.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, sprinkle the plus 750 to win the Mountain West.
Yeah. Yep, because they could host. They could run the table in the Mountain West.
Dude,
and that host Boise.
Plus 5,000 to make the CFP is logical.
What's Boise's road games? Just out of curiosity, they got to go.
Well, at a conference, it's challenging. They got to
go to Air Force.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They got to go to Air Force. They have to go to at a conference, Notre Dame in South Florida.
Yeah.
But I guess you're talking about in conference for.
Yeah. Well, hey, Boise last week of the season finishes at Utah State, so they're going to get Mendenhall.
Yes, at his best. At his best for the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So at Air Force, even at Nevada, because I think that game's tricky because Boise passed on Choate, the head coach there, because he was on Boise's staff for so long. I've heard behind the scenes he was bitter at that. He interviewed for the head coaching job. So yeah, smash this thing. I know Sam Jordan in the chat saying dream on, classic Fresno State fan, battle for the Valley. I understand it, buddy. But let me tell you, you should bet if you like money, bet the over 7.5 wins.
Yep. And plus 750 to win the West.
Don't worry, you can still root for Fresno to take down take down San Jose State in the battle for the Valley, but I still think like it's like a 90%. I feel 90% about like we said, the floor is 7-5 to me, and the fact they return a bunch of people, second year in the offense, and that defense is the stability on the defensive side of the ball. Love the schedule, folks. That's our show. We got the Alabama Crimson Tide coming up later in about 10 minutes here. Triple header tonight. We just did the Texas Longhorns. Remember, we're breaking down all 136 teams out there. There's already some Mountain West ones out there. Go check them out. There's already, obviously we're in the high 30s now for how many previews we're at. So yeah, buckle up. All right. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And yeah, see you in about 10 minutes. All right. Let the good times roll and enjoy the slideshow. The San Jose State history in college football is fucking fantastic. So honor that shit. All right. This is the College Football Experience. San Jose State Spartan style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins. Over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a ride day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. Until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
It's the revenge of our stealth, the intelligence plane. Bomber, a manifestation of karma. The far left, low keys, let it be. Listen, whispering words of wisdom. Ghost dog, breathe in the shadow of leaves. Same darkness hides criminals, crooks, and thieves. Special forces, black ops. Bad brains, fishbone, black rock. Matter of fact, Chuck Berry and James Brown. But most of the true story can't be found. Unchained melodies inscribed to freestyle. I rock rhyme mosaics more potent with each style. Crack the system more open with each file. Upgrades and free hotels with these miles. Expansion team dilated peoples in town. If there's a better sound, then it can't be found.
My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
Something to tell you about it now.
Well, I had a vision when I was 12. I saw a man on a flaming pie, and he said, "Your Beatles with an A," and we are.